All right, Madison, you gonna go fishing?
Absolutely.
Did that sound interesting to you at all?
Uh, I mean, I had fun. Do I
Yeah.
want to go out and fish now? Maybe not. But you know what I do want to do? I want to kayak.
Yeah. No, it is fun. It is nice being on like still water. The ocean's a little rough. Like where he goes, if you watch his videos, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to handle that, but for sure, I'd be willing to ride the boat.
Outside a Giants game,
Exactly.
with the with
With my mitt out.
yeah, with your mitt and a beverage and the radio on, listening to
Exactly.
some Giants. Yeah, yeah. No, that it is nice to be outside, even if you don't catch anything. It's
hmm
nice to be outside.
I can catch balls instead of fish. That'll
Okay,
be my
yeah.
thing.
That would be kind of a bucket list thing to catch a home run
I
ball,
actually almost did once.
like
Like,
at the
fun
stadium.
story. Yeah, my brother took me and we had really good seats. We were like right behind first base. And there was like I don't know what you call it because I really don't know anything about
Like
baseball.
a foul ball, like a
Yeah, it
foul
was like
ball.
a foul ball. Somebody tried to catch it and it bounced off of their
Uh
hand
huh.
or whatever. It landed right in front of me. And no one was sitting next to me. So I literally had full
Uh
access
huh.
to it. But I was just sort of stunned. And so I was just like,
Uh
and
huh.
somebody from behind me
Yeah.
came and picked it up. And everyone was yelling at me, like, are you stupid? You could have caught it. And I was like, I really don't care. Like, I would have given it to some, like the little kids behind me,
No,
anyways.
no.
But
It's amazing what grown men and women will do for a $6 baseball. Like
exactly. Like,
they will jump over.
do
Yeah.
you even know the person who hit it?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
And it's not like it's a game winning home run. It's just a foul ball, right? But
Mhm.
everyone's goes bonkers.
I mean, it's cool to say that out of everybody in the stadium, it like came to you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I did not want it to come to me. When the balls were flying, it made me so anxious.
It's
I was like,
yeah.
this is gonna give me a concussion. Like,
No, it happens.
actually.
No, it happens. Yeah. No,
Uh-huh.
they had to put up netting there where those seats are.
Yeah, and it goes over the netting. I
Yeah.
was like, it was terrifying. But yeah,
Oh man.
definitely interested in kayak.
All right. Yeah. Now fishing's not for everyone, but it is satisfying. I wish I wouldn't go as much as Adam. Adam goes 3 times a week,
hmm
like as a job.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Genuine question though. Do you think the water is stinky? Because here,
No,
what I
it's
was thinking was he was like, not all the water is stinky, but maybe he's just desensitized to it.
no, it's not the water. It's like the bait. Because you have to cut up, dead fish for bait
hmm
or squid or something. That's the part that's the stinkiest. And then, if you catch a fish, you got to take out its guts, and that stuff's stinky. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, there's a lot of times when we're craving seafood and we're like, oh, should we cook it or should we go pay someone to cook it for us?
hmm
It is satisfying to catch it, but I don't think I would. There's no way I would do it as much as he does. Even once a week would be too much, I think, for me.
Yeah.
But but yeah, you got to respect the hustle, man. He's out there 3 times a week, and sometimes he has to drive like Sacramento, and he's
hmm
he's down by San Jose, so he's probably putting on thousands of miles
Yeah.
every week, just to get the content.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly thought it was fun talking to you guys. Like, even though I didn't know anything about fishing, it woke me up because
Yeah.
I will admit, prior to hopping on this, I was taking a nap. That's why I didn't see your
Uh-huh.
email. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I feel rejuvenated.
All right. Yeah. See, talking a little, catching a live animal out of the ocean wakes
Mhm.
you up a little bit.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, we've got it pretty easy. We do this little podcast sitting here in our warm homes. But he's out there, the weather is not your friend. When you're a fisherman, a lot of times the weather is pretty bad. He's out there in the waves, getting rained on, getting
hmm
blown around. So yeah, we got it pretty good doing this thing.
Except there's me sitting in my cold garage.
Oh, are you freezing?
Yeah.
It's so cold today.
No, it really is, and it's so windy.
Hey, I got a production question for you.
Okay.
So you know how we have scheduled and still on the schedule to do that true crime podcast with Teddy from Singapore, who I really enjoy listening to. Is that bad timing though?
It's this Saturday.
No, we're recording. Wait, is it? No, it's the 5th. I think it's one more week. But I'm just thinking, the violence against Asians, especially Asian women right now.
Yeah, maybe that would be a bit tone deaf and like triggering.
That was the exact word I was thinking, is tone deaf. Yeah. So, I mean, see, the thing about this woman, Teddy, does a podcast in Singapore, and it's Asian true crime. So for her, it's just crime because it's in Asia, right? So it's not like it's someone targeting an Asian. It's just crime in Asia. And so, it's not as triggering for her. But for us here in the States, it's been a rough couple weeks. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe we record it, but then maybe we don't
have
put
it on hold. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of interesting because I like true crime to a point, but then you start to think about it, and these are real people, which kind of makes it interesting. But at the same time, it's like, are we glorifying it? I don't know. So we got to think about it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we'll have this show on fishing, and then I have nothing for next week.
What about Colleen? I'm so excited for the fashion episode.
Yeah, the fashion episode will be fun, but that's coming up. That's in the middle of March.
I thought it was February.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll be looking forward to that one.
Yeah, and Roxanne's coming along for that.
I know. So exciting.
So that'd be really cool.
It'll be a little girly chat.
Yeah, I know.
We're like swapping places. You don't know anything about fashion, so you're going to be learning.
No, I really
things.
don't. I had to bring Roxanne on because I don't know anything. And you'll like Colleen too. She's real. We talked on the phone and we kind of set it up, and she's super cool. Like, she's just. Did you see her video?
No, but I looked her up, and I think she was like, her clothes were on America's Next Top Model, right?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
So that'll be really fun, but in between this and that, I have a golf show. You don't have to come down if you don't want to.
I have so many golf friends, though. I'm telling you, I really wasn't being I feel so awful because I'm like really shy. And so in my head, before I say something, I rehearse it and rehearse it and rehearse it. And like, I don't know if I should talk. So then when I do, I come off like really monotone. But then I mean what I say. So like when I was saying people like are interested in fishing and like would want to join a club, but like I'm serious. Yeah. I have so many friends who actually fish and golf, which is like surprising because I thought it was like an old person activity.
All right. Well, I think that'll be a fun show. My friend's a golf coach up in Sacramento, so I think that'll be fun. But you don't have to come along on that one. I've been finding people just through Instagram, or I'll see someone else interview, like the author that we're getting that's going to come on with us, Phuc Tran. He was on another podcast, and I heard him on there, and then I just reached out, and he's like, "Yeah, sure."
What did he write?
He wrote a book called Saigon, and he's Vietnamese, and he came here. So it's kind of a story of him moving from Vietnam to rural Pennsylvania. And there he got in, and you actually might like this guy. There he got into punk rock because, punk rockers are kind of outsiders in a way. And he was like, I'm already an outsider, so I may as well go all the way outside and become a punk rocker. And he's a tattoo artist.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of, follow his Instagram. He's got a lot of cool stuff.
What's his name?
His Instagram is Phuc Skywalker. PHUC.
That is so
Skywalker.
Legendary.
Yeah, he likes puns too.
Name like Ish the fish or whatever he said. I was like, that is so good.
His name is Ishmael or something like that. So
Ishmael. Oh. What's his username? Ish the fish?
Ish with fish.
Oh, Ish. Not Ish the fish. Ish with fish. That is so good.
That's a good one. So, so Phuc likes puns. So, Even his username is Fook Skywalker. And then the name of the book is Saigon, but he spells it Sighgone. Like, not like the city, but he spells it like a pun.
I mean, he's a writer.
He's a writer. Yeah, so he's going to be a really good interview.
How
I
do
think
you
he's coming
spell
on.
Fook?
Phuc.
Phuc.
And the first page of the book, he's talking about how that's been mispronounced, actually. He's been going with Fook, but he says it's pronounced Foop. Foop.
I feel so bad.
I know.
Because I would hate.
No, you got to name
that.
Phuc. You know what people are going to say, right? A bad word.
Oh, wait. Yeah, this is so sick.
Yeah, he's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be fun. So that's coming on. We'll do that. I have to finish reading the book. And my friend Belina, she's Vietnamese. Well, she's Chinese, but her family's from Vietnam. She's going to come on with us. So we both have to finish reading the book. So that's going to be April, I think.
How did you get the fishing guy to say yes? Because he's sort of
up there, yeah. So it was interesting. So I've been following him on Instagram, and I'll comment on his posts and stuff, and he'll reply back. So he kind of knew who we were. And then we called him out. We did an episode on YouTube. People on YouTube that we like.
Mm-hmm.
And I shouted him out on that episode. I was like, hey, here's a guy that a lot of you don't know if you don't know fishing, this guy named Die Hard Fishing. And I tagged him in our post, and he replied back. Mm-hmm. And so he's had he's known about us for a while. And then I messaged him and said, hey, would you come on the pod? And he's like, that's funny. I was just thinking I would ask you if I could come on the pod, if you needed any guests. So it kind of worked out. Mm. He's a nice guy, right? He's like super, like there's some people, I don't know. Do you think there's some YouTubers that are kind of full of themselves, like after they get a little bit popular?
For sure.
For sure, right? But he's super down to earth.
I'm looking at it right now.
Die Hard Fishing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should watch one.
Perhaps.
But I mean, 70,000 subscribers, that's a good amount. And he gets millions of views, per year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, his views are pretty consistent, which means he has a good fan base.
Yeah,
they're all like 20K.
No, I'm telling you, if you go fishing with him, it's like going fishing with a rock star. People would recognize him left and right. They would be like, "Hey, Die Hard."
Yeah, I could be the kayaker.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Is that Madison?"
Exactly.
They'd be like,
and the name behind the fishing record.
Yeah. Oh,
Such a celebrity.
Such a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that would be cool if I'm walking down the street someday, or you're walking down the street someday, and we're just talking, and someone turns around and goes, "Hey, are you Curtis from Infatuation Podcast?" That would be.
Hey, is that voice? Do I know that voice from Infatuation?
I know that voice
Podcast?
from somewhere. Is that Madison? Are you super producer intern Madison?
Yeah, the best high school student ever.
That would be cool. Yeah, AP Bio legend.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, so if you can think of anything for next week, let me know.
Okay.
You know what I was thinking, and I don't know if you'd be down for this since you don't watch the news at all. I was thinking about maybe just getting one other person, you and me, and just talking current events.
Yeah, I do not know anything happening right now, but if you like today, I didn't know anything about fishing, and I was able to contribute a little bit.
No, I think so.
Yeah. Obviously I have no interest in fishing, but I feel like considering that, I was pretty vocal today.
No, you were. Yeah,
which is an accomplishment. And
I think that was good because if it was just me and Adam, we'd just be talking fishing the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And most of my audience wouldn't really want to listen to that. So
true.
I think you chime in with stuff like that you think is super basic or super,
like the shrimp question. He was like,
no, that was a good question.
He was like, yeah, we don't really fish for shrimp. I was like, was I supposed to know that?
No, you know what though? I honestly think this is true, that having you here, it lowers people's guard a little bit,
They're like,
because,
oh, she's a little girl. I'm just kidding.
well, no, it's just because I think people would talk differently, to me as a 50-year-old guy. Actually, I'm 51 now. But, I think it's just different, right? When you have, is it okay if I call you a kid? If you have a kid in the room, it just changes the mood, right? Changes
Mhm.
the, so I know Sabrina enjoyed having you along, and I know, uh,
Really?
I really think so. Like having you there, like made her kind of maybe different a little bit. And then who else have you
Oh
sat in
yeah, I
on?
mean also because like we shared some things in common. Like we were able to sort of bond
Yeah,
over
yeah.
some of the artistic aspects.
Yeah, and I could see it too with Shirley. You were not there the first hour, then you were there the second hour, and she was a lot more playful the second hour. Like I thought.
Mm,
So I don't know. Yeah, I think having you along, people enjoy because they feel like, oh, let me teach you something, or let me show you something.
hmm.
So with Adam, it was kind of like it made him kind of think, okay, then how do I explain this to someone who doesn't know fishing? Like how to
Yeah,
catch a salmon.
exactly.
Versus with me here, he might want to be like, okay, I got to show off how much I actually know about fishing.
Yeah.
Maybe he would.
Plus he probably wouldn't name a fishing record Curtis.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, yeah, so anyway, so I think it's good. I definitely wanted to have someone else here on this one, so that was good to hear.
Mhm.
So, anywho,
A lot of this chat is so embarrassing. So probably gonna
you can
have to
cut
cut some of it.
you cut whatever you want.
Yeah, also because I haven't been paying attention to my mic thing, so it's probably gonna be like
Yeah, a
this.
little bit, a little
Yeah, but
bit.
it's fine. That's the power of trimming.
Yeah. Do you want to do this one or you want me to do this one?
When are you
I need it next week.
honestly sort of a busy
Busy.
week? Because
Yeah.
honestly, I'm still catching up on work from last week.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is going on 2 hours now. All right, so I will.
It's bedtime.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Yeah. All right, so I'll trim this up by the weekend. I'll send you a copy so you can take a listen, and then. All right, so I'll see you at school on Thursday.
Time for bed.
All right,
Bye.
talk to you later.